Hello YouTube, this is Karacakes bringing you another PGA Tour 2K23 video. This one's going to be a little special. I played a society called Fishbowl. It's on PC and PlayStation, so feel free to join it. It's the Fishbowl. I would just search the fish in lowercase. But the reason I'm bringing you this video is because I played exceedingly well to the point where I was like, huh, this is going really, really well. It was just my one round of the day just to stay in practice. I like to do 1 to 2 rounds a day and some 20 to 30 minutes of practice swings on the range just to stay in form even if I'm not going to play much that day. So I decided, okay, let's do it. Let me download this video and make a recording afterwards detailing my thought processes and stuff. So here it is. Starting off with this hole 1. This is an easy hole. This is a very short course made by Lucas Eats World. It's very short. So I thought I could probably score well on it. I saw some of the scores were really low, so I was like, let's go. So I overshaped it to start and fasted a little too much and ended up in the bunker. For shame. Drivable par 4, and I'm in the bunker. And this is post update, so being in the bunker, I'm going to take a couple practice swings just to make sure I get my timing right. It's not a super low percentage splash, so I was like, okay, well, I don't need to slow down my tempo too much. It's not too hard of a shot. Put some spin on it. Or I didn't put any spin on it because it was uphill. So I just made sure it landed short. Put it in a good spot. And there we go. It was pretty easy up and down from there. That's a big thing, is you can't mess those things up for birdie. You know. But then again, here's another hole. Really short, 425. I don't need to overpower. I don't need to go crazy. I'm not worried about 105ing it, 110ing it. Just get it into the fairway, hit good tempos, and go. But funny enough, I did not play this too well. I still feel like I needed to warm up. I probably needed more practice swings at this point. I don't know. I lofted it a little bit because I thought 8 miles per hour, it's a lob wedge. It doesn't get affected by the wind that much, maybe like 3-4 yards. I still need to lose maybe a yard or two more with loft. So I played like 2-3 yards of loft. Took a couple practice swings, felt confident. But then that happened. So that's a really bad slow. Really gotta avoid those levels of slow for me. But I'm confident in my chips. I shank it right often, so I always aim left. There's a slight slope at my feet, so I play for it. And I just try to get it in there. I hit it way too under power, and so I missed the chip. It was on a good line. If I hit that a little further up with the right power, it has a chance. But then we started to get a little hot. Again, I'm looking at this wind. It's like 7 miles per hour. Probably going to gain like 3-4 yards, maybe 5. Hit a slight slow, which is still fine. And then I just get utterly screwed. It still goes off the green, and I was like, ugh, it's going to be like this the entire time, huh? These are really fast green speeds, so I was just like, you got to hit the right spots. I was too short with that club. I was a club down than I normally would have played there because I figured the wind would take it. And it did, but not quite far enough. We chip it in, though. And that's where we got started cooking with some gas. Barely slow. It's basically a perfect for me. I don't mind the barely slows, barely fast. It's the next level that it becomes a problem on either direction. Here, I'm just trying to get this. I'm lofting it a bunch because I have a tailwind. I know the wind's going to still play when I loft it. So I need it to land kind of nice and softly onto the green. And it does a pretty good job in that. Unfortunately, it just goes away from us. Needed maybe take a club up, but whatever. Or take a club down and not loft it. But It happens. Maybe I should have added spin. But we're in a good position. This is kind of what you're wanting. You're just wanting to get into places where you have a chance for an eagle putt. It's not too far away. 20 feet away, you have a chance. A decent chance. If you feel confident in reading the greens, bang. Right there. We get the eagle. And so we move on to the next hole. 10 miles per hour in our face. Again, just looking to hit fairways, not looking to overpower. Course isn't that long, even with the wind in our face. I feel confident. Wind in our face, always good for me. I like wind in my face. Wind in my face means I get to play loft, a little bit of loft, and bang, can get it close. But again, I missed tempo just slightly too much. But look at this. We're still in a good place. The distance was dialed in very well. Would have been more on line and maybe a yard or two shorter if we hit a perfect. But we had a pretty straight putt. Beads weren't moving that fast. And that's my main priority right now. Get it in the green or just barely off the green in a nice little place. Hopefully there's not a lot of break, but as long as we're within, 15, maybe like on an eagle chance, we're up to like 25 feet. If we're within 15 to 25 feet, we're pretty happy. That's my primary goal right now in this game is get into the fairway. I messed up in plat a lot this week because I was overpowering. I was trying to be cute. I was trying to get aggressive. Here, I have a little wind in my back, so I want to put a little loft and spin, especially since I tend to fast my pitches. I tend not to hit perfect is what it comes down to. I either fast it or slow it. I'm really trying to avoid slowing it, so more often than not, I'm trying to fast it. And as you can see there, we fasted it. It rolled out just a little bit more, but because of the spin and loft we added, we're in a good position. A very short par 5 awaits us here. So, again, in the fairway, happy. This one I felt, oh boy, this is looking delicious. There's a slope in front, so I don't want to be short. So I'm not going to add too much. I didn't even add any loft. I could have maybe added a touch of loft because the wind was at my back enough. But then I fasted just a touch too much. But again, this isn't a terrible place to be. I know I can add spin, make sure it doesn't get to the slope past the hole, and see if we can hole another chip. We've gotten close on one, and we made one. Oh, just barely. Look at how close we were. But again, we gave ourselves a chance, and it didn't roll past the hole. It's important to learn your spins, your roll, how short you need to be to make it stop on this game. Here, I'm looking at this. I know I need to loft a decent amount, but I did not loft enough here. I hit the perfect, and I'm like, oh, baby, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, why am I long? At the end of the day, though, that's still a good result. This is a good putt to leave yourself, right? We're within that 15 yards away. Yes, we're uphill, or we're putting downhill. We got a little too high, so ideally we're a little shorter than that next time. But, like, if I hit a slow, it'll be closer. It'll be shorter. I didn't want to be too short and hit the front of the green and roll it off. Again here, I'm putting loft and spin on this. I need the extra distance. I have a very long ball here. So I figure I can get it with loft and spin without overpowering too much. I overpowered just a touch. I think that was unintentional, but look at that. We're in a really good spot. And that's where the difference comes between me and your average Joe playing this game is I tend to have pretty good tempo. And bang, we get the eagle chip. We gave ourselves the position. I'm confident in my tempo there. I didn't hit it too slow. I hit it just slow, just off a perfect. And there we go. Bang. All right. There's water on the right here. So I'm constantly thinking, like, I need to aim left. I need to aim left. I need to make sure we're in a good spot here. Because if I slow it, I need to make sure I'm not in the water. And look at that. We hit a perfect. We're in the rough. I don't mind it. It's uphill. It's uphill. It's in a good spot. I trust that the ball will get there. And we get it there. Perfect. Beautiful. That's what you want to leave yourself. Obviously, I could have gone sand wedge and tried to hole it out. But I knew this would at least get there. As long as I didn't like hit a super slow or something. Confidence in your tempo really matters when you're trying to get going. When you're trying to get your proximity closer, you need to be confident with your tempo. All right, here we have 10-mile-per-hour wind. I already remember my thought process here. I was thinking 223, because I'm hitting 101 off the tee likely. And then 10 miles per hour, we're probably gaining 11, 12 yards from the wind because it's a longer club. So to counter that, I'm going to loft it fully so that we are only gaining, a couple yards from the wind. We had a slight slow, and I thought, ooh, maybe this will be good. This may be good. Oh, was it? Oh, was it? Lucky kick. And it was beautiful. And we have another eagle or birdie putt. That was a tough, tough hole. But my confidence in my tempo, hitting just barely slow or barely fast or a perfect there, was going to net us a chance at birdie. I think fast would have been dangerous because it was all sloped to the left. But you get the gist. These are short holes. So just hit it. Here, I think I lofted a little too much, right? We're looking at 120 and then or 122 and the wind in our face slightly. We're looking at 125. I probably could have just not lofted it at all. As you can see, I left myself a tricky little putt. But it's not too bad. Again, we're within the range. 12 feet. Looks like a pretty good number because I made like 3 12-footers this round. Can we make another one? Into the cup. Another par 3. This one I did underread. So I should have been guessing about 190. 11 in the face. 8. Probably losing like 12. 204. Or 202. As you can see, sailed it. Didn't put enough loft. And I'm in the heavy rough again. But it's a short. I'm good at these short chips. I'm confident in these short chips for me. I remember I didn't hit it hard enough last time. I hit it just a little harder this time. There isn't a lot of break. Bang, into the cup. Played for my shank. Easy. Now the fun begins. We have another par 5. Again, not that long. Don't need to go crazy. Don't need to overpower. Get it into the fairway. It's a little faster than normal, but it's not slow. I did not want to slow it into the water there, so I made sure not to slow it. Here I'm thinking, okay, I need to loft this into the wind and try to kill it a little bit more. Hit the slight fast. So it's a little more left than we want, but look at the distance. Perfect distance. If you learn your lofts into the wind and figure out how much more the wind plays when you loft your clubs, you will be in very good shape. So here I'm thinking, okay, these beads are moving quick. I have a number system based on like how far you hit your putt that I've mentally developed over time and learned from Sean. And it's helped me in this game. I've had to adjust the numbers because the beads in 2K21 were running at a different speed and the ball rolled differently. So I've had to adapt it to this game, but I'm slowly getting used to it. Again, I quote-unquote lay up with a 3-wood here because I don't need to be that close. Look at this. I ended up in the perfect distance. I'm going to de-loft just to be safe. I want to make sure it gets there. I don't want to hit the front of that slope. What if I slow it? I'm thinking about these when I'm making these shots. If I slow this, there's a chance if I hit the stock that it won't get up there. I'm fine being a little long here in place of being short and in the rough. Course management, baby. And we had an easy putt. Again, this is an easier course. The breaks aren't crazy. if you get in the right spots. Here we go again. I decided to overpower it. I was feeling a little heat check. I didn't overpower it as much as I wanted to, but I was like, oh, my tempo is so good. Let's try an overpower. Risky. But I went for it. Again, I know my distances. I know how much I need to loft. I get another amazing tempo. It's like 3 or 4 in a row I've hit perfect. I played it too short, but again, I left myself an uphill putt. Uphill putt, again, within 25 feet, 20 feet. As long as you're not in a place where it's like really tough to read a putt, like a double breaker or something, it's probably a good shot for you. And we drain another lucky putt. And look, all of a sudden, I'm at minus 19, and I'm thinking, can I get to 22 under? Is there one more drivable par 4? I know there's 2 more par 4s. Is the last hole drivable? I did notice on the scoreboard that Trippin went from 17 to 19, so I'm thinking, okay, there might be an eagle opportunity on the last. Let's get 2 more birdies at the very minimum. Maybe I can get 22 under. Already, we're approaching, like, minus 19 is my best round in a society on Master Swing in 2K23. And I'm thinking, I want to win outright. So again, I'm playing those fast because I'm scared of slowing my pitches. But we got the right distance dialed up. Again, easy birdie. And that's the biggest thing, right? Be confident in your tempo. Know what your shots are like and do it. All right. So here is the final hole. I'm thinking draw it into that hill, get it climbing up. And again, I hit a perfect. And I'm thinking, let's go. Come on. Be the one. I thought it was going to go too far left. Nope. It came back down. And I'm thinking, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. Here we go. Come on, I've made like every putt since the 3rd hole. Let's go. Come on, you can do it, Cara. You can do it. Yes. Oh. Just under Reddit. But that's 21 under. Score didn't update because HB bugs. But there you have it. My best result of the season. And my thought processes in how I got there. You need high levels of confidence in your abilities if you want to shoot this well. But like I said, I play every day. Even if it's just 1 round, I play at least a little bit a day and at least like 20 to 30 minutes on the range doing practice swings if I'm not going to play a lot that day. So keep that in mind when you're comparing yourself to top players, is that are you putting in the time to reach their level? Are you willing to be as dedicated and work as ferociously as psychopaths? Now, you might be able to shortcut yourself by watching YouTube videos such as mine. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content, baby. But watching YouTube, learning from the best, watching streams really does accelerate your process, especially if a streamer is willing to like answer your questions, or you leave a comment in the YouTube and they're willing to answer a lot of your questions. You could shortcut. You can look up guides, tutorials. You can go on the TGC forums. There's like a driving range section where people give tips and talk about like their issues in the game and how to improve. So if you want to keep improving, then supplement yourself with lots of practice and lots of resources, lots of learning, and you'll get there. Oh, you'll get there. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you got some enjoyment of watching my minus 22, or almost 22, minus 21. It was an easy course. The wind wasn't fierce, but I'm really proud of that. I'm really, really proud of that. Um, I tend to do well in these easier courses and pop off sometimes like this, um, especially when I'm not streaming. So it was one of those, wow, that just happened. Oh, I need to download this. Oh, I need to upload this to YouTube. Let me do a commentary. So there you have it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You're all much appreciated. I I can't I can't express in words just the amount of growth I've seen on Twitch and YouTube in the past couple weeks on this game. It's been an incredible experience. So thank you, everybody. I hope to keep continuing to make lots and lots and lots of YouTube content for you all. And catch me on Twitch Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays starting in the afternoon sometime. But for now, thank you for watching. See you soon. Take care. Love you guys. Mean it, as always. Let me know what you want to see from me. I'm working on tutorials. I think I might do a general short game tutorial pretty soon. So hopefully that helps a lot of people. I know that's been one of my more requested things. So I'm going to do that for you all. So thank you guys. See you soon.